Have you ever wondered why men don't consider that marrying is a good option anymore? And have you thought about the attitude women have toward men in today's world? In today's video, guys, you will know just that, and most importantly, I will put into words what many are afraid to say. Political correctness might be a powerful ideology, but that doesn't mean it's wrong, so it's about time we speak about things just the way they are with no fluff. Listen up, because I am about to address the main problem men have with modern women. But before we go deeper, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Cesar, he said. I love hearing successful stories like this. Although your story is great, it is the extreme exception to the rule of married men. I personally know a guy that got divorced raped, his son got divorced raped, and his grandson is in the process of getting divorced raped. That's 3 generations, and they still have not learned their lesson. You can put all 3 of those guys' brains together, and you are lucky to come up with half a brain. Some men knowingly just lead themselves to slaughter. A quality I don't have, nor do I understand it. As a teenager, I witnessed 3 men getting destroyed in divorce court, and 1 committed suicide. And the one that committed suicide was a close cousin / friend of my mother, and I could see in her eyes the pain she was in. After witnessing those 3 events, I said to myself that a female would never ever have access to my finances and resources. Oh, by the way, I am a 58-year-old man who never got married, and I have never lived with a woman, and I don't have any crumb snatchers, and I have lived alone for more than 30 years. Take care and be well, brother. Cesar, I completely understand what you say. In fact, the general rule is what made me go my way, and to be honest, I don't regret it. I am glad you made your decision, and you are free from mind games and gold diggers. Please, Cesar, don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I will pick 1 comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most light, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment, and you may be our next winner. Now, back to the video. If you or a men are going your own way, that you are avoiding relationships with women and trying your best not to become an indirect or direct slave of women via the government. As a consequence, you don't want any chick, no matter how hot she is. However, unlike totalitarians, men going their own way acknowledges that everyone is in charge of their own life, including women, so MGTOWs never impose their beliefs on anyone, engage in rioting and looting, or cause any harm to public buildings. Personally, as a MGTOW, I don't tell anyone what to do. If a girl wants to ride the D-carousel after she becomes 18 and in her 20s, she can go right ahead. If she wants to trap a poor sap and divorce rape him, she can go right ahead too. If she wants to tell boys that they are insignificant, oppressors, and the future is female, she can do that too by the First Amendment. In other words, freedom of expression. Modern women can express their opinions, and men can too, although society tries to treat us as second-class citizens or walking ATMs. I won't stop women from being promiscuous. They make their choices with their body, and make mine. And as a free individual, I take the liberty to reject this kind of woman for marriage or long-term relationship for any reason I see fit. If I think a woman is hitting the wall after letting multiple men inside, I reject her as a marriage prospect or long-term relationship prospect. If I do not like her physically, the same principle applies. And what if she has a kid from the alpha male bad boy? Sorry, girl, try convincing him to have a relationship with you. And what if she is over 30? I'd rather go for younger women with low or no body count than settle down with her. Or even better, I'd stay single, because that allows me to keep all my power. Let me go even further. If I don't want to, I will not risk my life and limb to protect a woman from fictional danger, let alone fight for her. This is not a fairy tale, and her promiscuous past is proof of that. I'm going to protect my bodily integrity and wealth from a woman, since she doesn't have the divine right to hit me or take my life savings. I am an understanding, laid-back man, but if I see she is a leftover in her 30s and crying to get married to a nice guy she despised back in the day, I am sorry, but I will laugh at her. And no, it is not that some bad men did this to her. There is more than enough evidence to believe she chased the bad boys and the heartbreakers willingly and made babies with them. If such men left her, it is not our problem to take her back. Here is a testimony from a modern woman. Am I wrong for wanting a good-looking man to have a family with? Ladies, the trick is to find a man who used to be handsome and destroy his family. No, it's wrong, but if it weren't for you, it would be another younger woman. This guy thinks you should like the dork when you're young, and he will morph into what you need. No, he won't. Chase the cowboy. Chase the heartbreakers. Have babies with them. Avoid the nasty beta male as long as possible. Enjoy your life while you can. YOLO. What does she even mean by live your life while you can? Allowing multiple guys inside her in her 20s and 30s with the excuse of knowing herself more? No, that's not knowing herself, that's being delusional. Females are going for such men in full knowledge and avoiding us nasty beta men. Of course, later on the same women will try to redefine. I always read such women desperately saying that men who had the child with her and left her are actually beta, and the man who acts as the stepdad is the alpha. Of course, I know such games and tricks, and that brings me to the next point. I will fight back against the false propaganda, which inspires me to post daily videos on these subjects that matter to modern men. I am not going to work my ass off just to pay taxes that fund liberal ideologies and movements that advocate for turning us into women's de facto servants. If a woman wants a man to get out of the MGTOW philosophy, she'd better forget about it. If she wants to get married after she is ready to settle down with a nice guy. With all due respects, kindly fuck off. After getting dumped when I was a so-called nice guy in the past, and now that I am successful, I politely say no to these mind games and out of the blue texts. Modern women are attracted to the chase and mystery that bad guys provide, so they end up dating up jerks for many years. A woman like this, if you know what I mean, lets the bad boy in, but then he says he's not looking for a relationship. After getting flaked on by supposedly unavailable guys, now she wants a guy who will always show up, make time for her, respect her, and all that good stuff. Honestly, I don't respect her because she made poor choices, dumped the good guys, and now cherishes what she could have. If I ever have any carnal desires, I'd go for girls ranging from 18 to 24 years of age because they're more attractive and had way less D inside of her, if not any. To this kind of woman, I don't want you. Just like I was the nasty beta male while you were riding the alpha male D's, you are a nasty leftover trying to gaslight us with 5 kilometers thick makeup on your face and decreasing egg count now. I often read the usual defense. If an old woman has kept herself well, her fertility and physical beauty will not drop too much, maybe. But it still has dropped, and you can't negotiate a higher price with us any more than your heartthrobs before us did. The so-called nice guys wanted a feminine woman with family values, but unfortunately women are not like this anymore. They are rather liberated who use her body lustfully, and when the biological clock starts ticking, they regret their choices. Sorry, but men choosing MGTOW instead of marrying such women is nothing but a natural consequence. If I am more inquisitive, then let me spill a raw truth. Even if a woman says she can finance herself and wants from you nothing but loyalty and time, she's just promoting propaganda. Because women now enjoy better salaries and jobs, they don't settle for men below their socioeconomic status. And you know what? As adults with a job, these women are the functional equivalent of the nice guy they hated in their prime. These women do the bare minimum. In other words, having a place, a job, and maybe a car, but that's not attractive to men. Well, their scandalous body count, college degrees, and companionship aren't worth anything. That's it for today's video. If these women want to get a partner, either they accept their choices, were brutally wrong and humbled down, or try to convince one of those bad boys to pick them up and marry them. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Do you agree with the reasons why most men are sick and tired of modern women? Would you add any other reason too? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.